Well, howdy, y'all. Mr. Voiles here with another tutorial in Photoshop, and we're still talking about Instagram stories. Today, we're going to talk about how to do a background with guides. And the guides, as you have already learned, are to help us with our safe zone on Instagram stories because we know we've got to leave space for that part at the bottom and the part at the top that has your profile picture and all of that stuff because when your story plays, it will kind of cover up that part of your story. So we want all of our graphics to fall within the safe area and leave that space at the top. As you can see here on our Instagram story dimensions on the Echo page, there should be 250 pixels at the top and the bottom. And what we're going to do today is use guides to help us to stay in those lines. So here we're going to go to Photoshop, and the first thing I'm going to do is we talked about backgrounds today, and I'm going to go to the background. I'm going to go to the design resource folder from the Echo link here, and we're going to take a look through some of these textures because I'm going to use a certain type of a texture, and I'm not for sure yet. I think I might want to go with gold or maybe like a metallic. I'm not for sure. I'm just going to play around with a texture for today because this could change. So let's see, how about maybe one of these nice gold kind of shimmery metallic-y looking backgrounds. So I'm going to download that to my downloads folder, and then I'm going to open that up in the Finder, and then we'll minimize the browser here, and I'll just drag and drop that right into Photoshop. And that came in a little small, so what I'm going to do is rotate that sideways, and then we're going to bring it up to basically cover our whole background. Just like so. I think that looks really good. Okay, now if the background you've downloaded has these little watermarks, don't worry about that. Just leave it for now because later on in another tutorial, I'm going to show you how to get rid of those with the clone tool. Okay, so I've got my background, and now what I want to do is start designing graphics and text and stuff in here, but I have to put in those guides because I don't want my text or graphics to get covered up by the profile picture or the little message bar at the bottom when my story actually plays on Instagram. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to View, and as you can see, I already have them turned on. If you look really closely right here at the top and on the side, I actually have a ruler set up. Okay, but I'm going to show you how to turn that on and off. You can actually go back and forth. So if you go to View at the top, down the menu there, you're going to see rulers, okay? And the keyboard shortcut, if you don't want to have to come back in here every time to uncheck or check that on and off, you can just click on, or I'm sorry, you can type Command R on your keyboard, okay? So let's try that real quick. Let's do Command R. Okay, and as you can see, the rulers went away, and I want them to come back now, so I'm going to do Command R again, and there they are back again. So I think that's really cool. I'm going to zoom in here. Actually, let's go to Fit Screen, and you can see I've got my ruler set up. Okay, maybe we'll zoom out just a little bit here, just to kind of show you guys what is happening. Okay, now the way you're going to be able to get the guides is first you have to make sure your rulers are turned on. So once your ruler is turned on, you go up to the Move tool, which, as you guys already know, is the first tool on the side menu there of our toolbar. And basically what you do is you click inside of the ruler and you click and drag, and you'll see that guide comes right out as you click and drag. And you can click and drag again and bring another guide to the bottom. Okay, you can actually do the same thing from the other side. Okay, so let's say you wanted to center something, or maybe for some reason you just want to give yourself a margin on the edges. And guys, I cannot tell you how many times guides have just really helped me out. They freak people out at first because they seem like they're there and they shouldn't be. And some people think that when they save that those guides are going to show up, but the guides are invisible. They only show up in Photoshop. But once you export out as a JPEG or a PNG or whatever it's going to be, those will not show up. They're only for us on the back end while we're designing. So as you can see, I can bring out guides and put them wherever I want to help me like line up text or graphics or whatever, which is great. But on the Echo Agenda, it says specifically that we need to have guides that are no more than 250 pixels wide. So what we can do is actually, if we want to get rid of those guides, all we have to do is drag and drop them back up into the ruler. Okay, so the same way we drag and drop them away from the ruler, we can put them back. Okay, and we only need 2 horizontal guides. And so what I'm going to do is go back up to view, and we are going to actually click where it says new guide. Okay, new guide. And okay, and so what we're going to do is whenever we go to um, put a guide exactly at a certain position, we'll get this little box, and basically we can choose horizontal or vertical, and we are going to need two horizontal guides. And right here you can see it's already asking where we want it in inches. I'm going to say we need this in pixels. So I'm going to type in, let me see, what was it? It was 200, I think it was 250, correct? 250, and then I'm going to type in px for pixels and then click OK. And as you can see, that placed that right where I needed it to be. And that seems like it's a little too much. Was it 250 or 150? No, it was 250. Okay, so that's probably our safe zone for there. And but you know, guys, I mean, if you want to, you can move them kind of wherever you want to. I think probably right there is a good place. And then we can do the same thing at the bottom. And I'm just going to use my ruler to line those up just like that. So you want to leave yourself a place at the top and the bottom, just like I've done here. And so that is how you can set up guides. If you want to, you could even put, you know, like just like a 1/4 of an inch guide on either side, like so, just to keep you from going outside of the picture on your Instagram story. All right, guys, that's it for today. Have fun with the backgrounds, and let's see you be able to do some guides and save your PSD that way, so that the next time you open up, your guides are right there ready to use. And we will see you guys next time. God